Hello, hello, my wonderful travelers, and welcome back to Above and Beyond with Lucy. If you're new here, my name is Lucy, and for 15 years, I had the privilege of serving passengers at 35,000 feet as a flight attendant. I've worked early mornings, red-eye flights, long international hauls, and those stressful travel days when nothing seems to go right. Now I'm here on the ground, sharing the insider travel knowledge. Airlines don't always explain because someone needs to be on your side. Let me ask you something honestly. When you start packing for a trip, do you feel calm or do you feel stressed? Most travelers, especially my seniors, start packing with good intentions and end up with bags that are too heavy, too crowded, and honestly working against them. You might be thinking, Lucy, I need options. I don't want to forget something important. That makes sense. But here's the truth I learned after 15 years in the galley, watching real trips unfold. Overpacking doesn't make travel safer. It makes it harder. I've seen travelers struggle in the aisle, strain their shoulders lifting bags, and feel flustered before the plane even pushes back from the gate. And what breaks my heart is this: it's completely avoidable. From my experience as a flight attendant, the smoothest, calmest, most confident travelers are the ones who pack less, not more. They know exactly what they need, where it is, and why it's there. I once had a sweet gentleman named Mr. Henderson who insisted on bringing a heavy, overstuffed carry-on because he didn't want to check a bag. He didn't want to be a burden. Before we even took off, he pulled a muscle trying to lift it. That trip started with pain and frustration, and it didn't have to. That's why I'm so passionate about this topic, because I don't want that to happen to you. And before we jump in, do me a quick favor, my wonderful travelers. If you want practical travel secrets straight from the galley, go ahead and smash that subscribe button right now. Then leave me a comment and tell me which city you're watching from, your age, and where you're flying next. I read every single comment, and I build these videos around what you want to know, because this channel is here to protect you and help you travel with confidence. All right, let's get into it. Today I'm going to show you that you only need 7 items to pack for any trip. Yes, even if you're traveling with just a carry-on. These are crew-approved, senior-safe, and designed to make your journey easier from start to finish. And we're starting with the one almost everyone gets wrong. Number 1, one smart carry-on, not the one you're using now. Most travelers believe a carry-on is just a bag. As long as it fits in the overhead bin, they think it's good enough. But from my 15 years walking those aisles, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. The wrong carry-on is responsible for more stress, strain, and embarrassment than almost anything else during travel. I've seen it again and again, and it always starts the same way, right at the gate. Here's what airlines don't explain. Not all carry-ons are created equal, and crew members can spot a problem bag instantly. If it's heavy when empty, has only 2 wheels, tips when you let go, or requires a wrestling match to lift, it's already working against you. And once you're in the aisle with a line of passengers behind you, that stress multiplies fast. What you want instead is a lightweight, 4-spinner carry-on with a structured frame and strong grab handles on the top and side. When it's empty, it should weigh under 8 pounds. That matters more than you think. Before buying a bag, I always tell travelers to do this simple test. Stand still, lift it slowly, and imagine placing it overhead without rushing. If that motion feels uncomfortable now, it will feel worse after a long walk through the terminal. I remember a woman who brought a beautiful vintage suitcase she adored. It looked lovely, but it tipped over twice in the aisle and nearly fell on another passenger. She was embarrassed, we were worried, and the flight was delayed. That bag didn't protect her. It betrayed her. And I don't want that for you. This isn't about strength, pride, or pushing through discomfort. This is about choosing tools that support your body and your independence. A smart carry-on keeps you calm, steady, and confident from curb to cabin. You deserve equipment that works with you, not against you. Number 2, the 331 clothing formula, crew secret most travelers don't know. One of the biggest worries I hear from travelers, especially my seniors, is this idea that they need options. You might be thinking, Lucy, what if the weather changes? Or what if I need something nicer? That concern makes sense. But here's the truth I learned after 15 years watching passengers live out of their suitcases. Most people wear the same few outfits over and over, no matter how much they pack. In the galley, we have a quiet saying, if it didn't get worn on day 1 or 2, it probably won't get worn at all. Overpacking creates clutter, and clutter creates stress. You spend more time digging, folding, and second-guessing instead of enjoying your trip. Airlines don't warn you about that part. This is why crew members swear by the 331 formula. 3 tops, 3 bottoms, and 1 outer layer. That's it. The key is choosing neutral colors and soft, comfortable fabrics that mix and match effortlessly. Every top must work with every bottom. If it doesn't make the cut. This simple rule alone eliminates half the frustration I see on board. I once flew with a couple in their 70s who packed light using this method. While other passengers were repacking at the gate, they were already seated, relaxed, and smiling. The wife told me she felt free, not restricted, and that stuck with me. Packing less didn't limit her choices. It gave her peace of mind. Let me say this clearly, because you need to hear it. Packing smart does not mean you're underprepared. It means you're prepared properly. You're not guessing, you're planning. And when your clothes work together, your entire trip flows better. Calm packing leads to calm travel every single time. Number 3, 1 pair of shoes. Yes, really? This is the one that usually makes travelers pause. I can almost hear you saying, Lucy, shoes. And I understand shoes feel personal, they feel necessary, but after 15 years of watching bags get heavier and aisles get tighter, I can tell you this with confidence. Extra shoes cause more trouble than they solve. Here's the crew truth. Shoes are heavy, bulky, and rarely worn once you arrive. I've watched countless passengers struggle to close their bags because of just 1 more pair. And 9 times out of 10, they wear the same comfortable shoes the entire trip anyway. Airlines won't tell you this, but shoes are one of the biggest reasons carry-ons get gate-checked. Your 1 pair should do the work of 3. They should be comfortable enough for long terminal walks, secure enough for stairs, and easy to slip on and off at security. Closed-toe is best. Neutral colors are your friend. And yes, you wear them on the plane. Never pack your heaviest item. If you truly need a second option, make it something soft and foldable, like a lightweight slipper or flat that takes up almost no space. Not a full shoe. Not something rigid. Crew members do this for a reason. We need flexibility without bulk. I once helped a gentleman repack at the gate because his bag wouldn't fit in the sizer. When we took out 3 pairs of shoes, the bag closed easily. He laughed and said, I don't know why I do this every time. Most passengers do. Smart passengers stop. This isn't about sacrificing comfort or style. It's about choosing footwear that supports your body and simplifies your journey. 1 good pair of shoes can carry you through an entire trip, and your back and shoulders will thank you. Number 4, your personal comfort kit. This is non-negotiable. Let me say this gently but clearly, my seniors. Never rely on the airline for comfort. I say that with 15 years of love and honesty. Blankets run out, headsets break, cabins get too cold or too warm, and we simply can't customize the environment for every single passenger. But you can prepare yourself, and that makes all the difference. Your personal comfort kit should live in one small zip pouch that you can grab without digging. Inside, you want the basics that protect your body from the stresses of flying: an eye mask to block harsh cabin lighting, earplugs or noise-canceling earbuds to quiet the engine and chatter, lip balm and a small moisturizer for dry air, and travel tissues for those moments when you need them quickly. Nothing fancy, nothing bulky, just thoughtful. Here's what I've noticed from the galley. The passengers who bring their own comfort tools settle in faster, their shoulders drop, their breathing slows, they rest better. And when you rest better, you arrive feeling human instead of exhausted. I've had passengers apologize for asking for an extra blanket when supplies ran out, and I hated seeing that disappointment on their faces. That's why I tell you this. When you bring your own comfort, you don't have to depend on what's left. You're in control. Comfort is not a luxury item, it's a travel strategy. You are not being difficult for wanting to feel okay on a flight. You've earned the right to be comfortable, and a simple little pouch can protect that from takeoff to landing. Number 5. Medications and documents in one grab-and-go pouch. This one is critical, so I want you to listen closely. Never scatter your most important items throughout your bag. From my 15 years as a flight attendant, I can tell you that confusion and stress almost always start when travelers can't immediately find what they need. And when it comes to medications and documents, that delay can turn into a real problem. Your medications, prescriptions, passport or ID, boarding pass, emergency contact information, and any essential medical notes should all live in one single pouch. That pouch stays with you at all times, not in the overhead, not just for a minute in another bag. With you, always. Here's the part airlines don't explain. Bags get gate-checked without warning. Overhead bins fill up, connections get tight, and when your bag is separated from you, anything inside it is temporarily out of your control. I've seen this happen more times than I can count. I once helped a woman whose blood pressure medication was packed safely, or so she thought, in her suitcase. The bag didn't arrive with the flight. What should have been a relaxing trip turned into phone calls, pharmacy visits, and unnecessary worry. All of it could have been avoided with one small pouch kept close. Say this to yourself when you pack. If I can't afford to lose it, it stays on me. That's how crew members travel. That's how experienced travelers stay calm. You're not being paranoid, you're being prepared. And preparation is what keeps you safe and confident while traveling. Number 6. One multi-purpose layer. Crew favorite. This is one of my personal favorite packing tricks, and I promise you'll love it too. A large scarf, shawl, or lightweight wrap can do far more than you might imagine. From my 15 years observing cabin life, I can tell you that passengers who bring a single multi-purpose layer are always more comfortable and calm than those who don't. And best of all, it doesn't take up much space. Here's why it matters. That one layer can serve as a blanket when the cabin is freezing, a pillow when you need neck or lumbar support, a privacy shield when you're trying to rest or change in a small space, and even an extra warmth layer if the air conditioning goes overboard. One item, multiple functions. Airlines don't tell you this, but the crew notices immediately when a passenger is prepared in this way. You look calm, collected, and in control, and trust me, it changes how the flight goes for you. I've lent my own scarf more times than I can count, smoothing out passengers' discomfort and helping them feel secure. And every time, I see the same relief in their eyes. This is not a luxury or a fancy trick. It's a simple tool that gives you independence and comfort no matter where you're flying. Remember, my wonderful travelers, cabins change temperature constantly. What feels perfect at boarding might leave you shivering mid-flight. Your multi-purpose layer is your personal safety net. It's one small item with an outsized impact on your experience, and your body will thank you. Number 7, the power and paper combo that saves trips. This is the final item on your essential list, and it may be small, but it's incredibly powerful. A portable power bank, a pen, and a small notepad might not seem like much at first glance, but these 3 items together can save your trip in ways most travelers never consider. From my 15 years on the floor and in the galley, I can tell you that passengers who rely solely on their phones often run into problems. Phones die, apps crash, and Wi-Fi fails. And when that happens, panic sets in fast if you don't have a backup plan. Here's how this combo works. The power bank keeps your devices charged when outlets are scarce or delayed. The pen and notepad allow you to write down gate changes, seat numbers, connection details, or even emergency information. Even in our digital age, a small paper backup keeps you calm and in control. Crew members always carry pens and pads for a reason. It's about staying one step ahead of the chaos that can appear at any airport. I've seen travelers stress because they didn't write down a new gate or misread a connection. A simple power and paper combo instantly restores confidence. It's about control, calm, and independence. You're no longer at the mercy of technology glitches, airline updates, or crowded terminals. You have tools to navigate them effortlessly. Remember, my seniors, this isn't overkill. This is smart, proactive travel. With just one small pouch containing a portable charger, pen, and notepad, you can stay connected, organized, and in command of your journey from curb to gate. That's how crew members think. That's how you should think, too. Bonus tip. All right, my wonderful travelers, let's take a moment to recap everything we covered today. We went through the 7 essential items that make travel simpler, lighter, and far less stressful. First, the smart carry-on that supports you instead of working against you. Second, the 3-3-1 clothing formula, which ensures every outfit works together and saves space. Third, the one pair of shoes that keeps you comfortable and reduces bulk. Fourth, your personal comfort kit, so you're never at the mercy of the airline. Fifth, the medications and documents pouch, which keeps life-saving items close and under your control. Sixth, the multi-purpose layer, the crew favorite that doubles as blanket, pillow, or privacy shield. And finally, the power and paper combo, which keeps you charged, organized, and ready for anything. Now, here's a bonus crew tip that many travelers overlook. Pack your bag so that nothing requires force to close. No squeezing, no sitting on zippers, no wrestling with straps. If your bag doesn't close easily, remove something. Calm packing equals calm travel. It's a simple tweak that immediately makes your journey less stressful and keeps you in control from the moment you leave home until you reach your destination. Remember, my seniors, traveling smarter isn't about overthinking or overpacking. It's about preparation, independence, and confidence. With these 7 items and the bonus tip, you are set up for a smooth, safe, and comfortable trip. You've earned the right to travel with ease, and now you have the tools to do it. Now, my wonderful travelers, I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 items surprised you the most? Are you a light packer already, or have you been carrying more than you need? Drop your answers in the comments below. I read every single one. and your feedback helps me create videos that actually serve you, so don't hold back. If you found this video helpful, please share it with a senior traveler in your life who needs this information. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an insider secret. This channel exists to give you control, confidence, and comfort on every trip, and I don't want you to miss a single tip. In my next video, I'll be covering what not to pack after 60 and why airlines quietly love when you leave these items at home. You won't want to miss it. It could save you from unnecessary stress, extra fees, and even potential injury. Thank you so much for flying with me today. I'm Lucy. Remember, your comfort and safety matter most. Don't be afraid to speak up, ask questions, and advocate for yourself. You've earned this. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the next video.